History being made right now before your very eyes. An Iranian ballistic missile hitting an American base in Bahrain.
All right, folks, buckle up. We're diving headfirst into a clip that's got more drama than a reality TV show and more explosions than a Michael Bay movie. The media loves to tell us history is exploding in real time, especially when it involves Trump, Iran, and missiles flying. But let's be honest, often what they're really exploding is their own ratings. Today we're going to be discussing or dissecting really this narrative, expose the hyperbole, and call out the blatant bias that turns out complex geopolitical situations into a simplified, sensationalized spectacle. We'll see where the arguments hit hard, where they completely miss the mark, and where the double standards are so obvious that they might as well be wearing neon signs. Get ready to cut through the noise because, frankly, some of this reporting needs a serious reality check.
You can see the missile strike. You can see it mid-air. It's happening. It's all popping off. We've been telling you about this all week, that America will be bombing Iran and Iran will be retaliating, and it's going to get ugly. This is footage of an Iranian missile slamming into the headquarters of the U.S. Navy's 5th Fleet in Bahrain today. It's the Naval Support Activity Center. This is all happening. We prepped you for this. Absolute and total devastation, destruction, and a message from Trump. U.S. urges embassy staff to leave and evacuate Israel. We were telling you this was going to happen in the next 24 hours. It's going to pop off. Obviously, the USS Gerald Ford was docked in Israel. They've turned Israeli airports into effectively military bases, and the embassy screamed at American residents and staff, get out today. Today is the day. This was yesterday. We watched the buildup. We watched the air bridge happen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are listening. Dan Scavino posting from the White House, the B-2 bomber video. Operation Epic Fury has commenced. Middle East at war. Tehran is blasted. Trump's first wave. President Trump says Iran will never be allowed to have a nuclear weapon as he launches Operation Epic Fury. Look at some of the images here. This is the blast heard in Manama, Bahrain. People watch as smoke rise above the skyline in Tehran. They've yeeted the house of the Ayatollah. It is now rubble. Vehicle explodes in flames. Strikes carried out on Iran. Images show smoke billowing after an explosion in Tehran. There's video all across U.S. main bases in the Middle East that might be effectively under threat. And there are people celebrating. There's videos of people celebrating through Iran. Goodness gracious. What is going on here? Okay. So here we go. Israel reportedly launched preemptive strikes against Iran. Explosions heard in Tehran. You can see here they launched another strike on the Iranian parliamentary building. Multiple explosions across the capital of Tehran. Israeli Air Force reportedly launches combined U.S.-Israeli strikes, leading to first strike from the Israelis. Additional footage shows downtown Iran, preemptive strike, unilateral Israeli action, or an American one. And now you can see explosions seen across Tehran. Now they are targeting the capital city in the middle of the day. Israel's defense minister says Israel has launched preemptive strikes against Iran and moves to remove threats against the state. Here's the IDF commentary. In the last few minutes, sirens sounded all throughout Israel. Advanced instruction alert directly to cellular devices to stay within proximity of protected spaces. This is a proactive alert to prepare the public for the possibility of missiles being launched toward the state of Israel. IDF emphasizes safety.
So, history being made right now before your very eyes? Really? History being made? I mean, my coffee brewing this morning was history being made if you really want to stretch it. This is classic sensationalism, folks, designed to hook you in and make you feel like you're missing out on the biggest event since, well, ever, if you dare to change the channel. It's the media's version of a clickbait headline for your eyeballs, trying to convince you that whatever is happening right now is the most important thing in human existence, and only they can give you the secret decoder ring to understand it. It's not about objective reporting. It's about inflating their own importance as the sole purveyors of truth in a world they've convinced you is constantly on the brink. They want you glued to the screen, convinced that without their breathless narration, you'd be lost in the chaos. It's a self congratulatory narrative disguised as urgent news, and frankly, it's exhausting. Let's just take a breath and remember that history happens every second, but only some of it is truly worth the manufactured panic.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, red alerts across all of Israel. They know what's incoming, obviously. Israel launched what it says is preemptive strikes on Iran. Help has arrived. Help is on the way, according to text messages claiming the Americans will now commence bombing of Iran. Several days of war they are preparing for. Several days of war. Officials told the New York Times that dozens of airstrikes are now being carried out against the regime using aircraft carriers. And again, you can see the smoke billowing over Iran. U.S.-Israeli strikes plan to last for 4 days. Get ready, 4 days of this. Goodness. Better angle showing scores of cruise missiles that the U.S. appears to have launched towards Iran. You can see the cruise missiles flying through the air here. Goodness gracious. They say this is going to be far more extensive than the strikes last June. Shit, here we go again. The pizza tracker popping off at the Pentagon. Ladies and gentlemen, live updates. Goodness gracious. Okay. So this is the American base. This is Iran targeting American bases. This is the American base in Bahrain getting bombed. So this American sovereign territory. Iran has attacked U.S. bases across the Middle East and Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Israel in revenge strikes. Tehran has struck the 5th Fleet Service Center. We played you that clip. You can see the bomb actually landing. Dubai, Iraq, and Jordan have all reported various missile activities. This comes after Trump declared war and that he will raise their missile industry to the ground. He warned troops in Iran to lay down their arms or face certain death. The first wave of strikes, which followed weeks of knife-edge tensions building up between the two countries, happened near the offices of the leader of the Ayatollah Khomeini. They have now leveled his house. This is understood that at least 5 cities have been targeted in Iran, with counterstrikes reported in Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, and UAE. President Trump said in a video on Truth Social, which I'll play for you in just a moment, that he began major combat operations in Iran to prevent the nation from gaining a nuclear weapon, something obviously America has been talking about for a very, very long time. U.S. downs explosive-laden drones near Iraqi airport, so you can see that here. 4 killed by Iranian missile in Syria. Italian troops safe after Kuwait base targeted by Iranian missiles. Fury from Congress at Trump's illegal attack on Iran with no foreign wars promised. Chilling wars, U.S. troops may die. Francis Macron calls for urgent UN Security Conference meeting. Where have the missile strikes taken place so far? The U.S. and Israeli firstly struck targets across Iran, including Tehran and 4 other cities. The capital, Khomeini's palace compound, Ministry Intelligence, and the Ministry of Defense were all affected. Elsewhere, 2 nations have been hit. Lebanon, Hezbollah infrastructure. So they're going like total war now.
They're going like total war now? Now let's just pump the brakes for a second, okay? Total war? Is this total war, or is it a Tuesday in the Middle East where things are, tense? It's like when your teenager says their life is totally over because they got to be on a math test. Hyperbole much? This is designed to get your heart rate up, to make you feel like the world is ending, and that this is the only channel has the inside scoop on the impending apocalypse. It's not reporting, it's emotional manipulation, plain and simple. They want you to believe that the sky is falling, so you'll keep watching their expert predictions of doom and gloom. Actual total war involves things like mass mobilization, complete economic reorientation, and declarations of war, not just a few missile strikes, however serious they even may be. This kind of language is irresponsible because it ratchets up fear without providing proportionate context. It's a deliberate choice to amplify the conflict intensity, creating a perception that the region is collapsing into instant war, even if the actual situation may be more complex and, dare I say, less total than they want you to believe. Don't fall for this hype, guys.
In response, Iran has launched missiles against Israel, Tel Aviv, Haifa, and Jerusalem. There's been a fifth strike at a U.S. base. Okay, so we are up to date here. We are up to date. Jordan shoots down ballistic missiles. Sports presenter forced off air in Qatar amid shelter-in-place warning. Okay, Israelis in Tel Aviv sheltering in place. IDF releases footage of strikes in western Iran. Let's go ahead and look. Okay, IDF strikes hundreds of targets in western Iran in Operation Roaring Lion. There we go. You can see what looks like missile facilities getting blown up. Iranian Revolutionary Guard killed in strike. The leader of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. 40 killed in strike on Iranian school. Europe split over Iranian strikes, obviously. Destruction in Tehran. Pictures show aftermath of U.S.-Israeli strikes. Iranian Supreme Leader's palace is destroyed. This is the satellite imagery of this. What will become of all of this? Aerial images confirm that Iran leader Khomeini's compound has been 100% obliterated. They have a clear objective: end the Iranian regime. Senator Fetterman just gave his full support for the overwhelming strikes against Iran. Operation Epic Fury. President Trump has been willing to do what's right and necessary to produce peace in the region. God bless the United States. Qatar. Look at that. You can see. Crazy. Was that a drone? Oh, geez. Holy smokes. That's insane. That's crazy. It's like a ballistic missile.
Oh my God.
It's like a ballistic missile that was like shot down or halted. This is crazy. There's going to be days of this. You can see here, look at it fall. Goodness gracious. That is insane. Iranian Ministry of Intelligence building just got lit up. Gone. IRGC's underground headquarters attacked with bunker buster bombs. Iranian high school students celebrating, saying, "I love Trump," as the bombs fall in Tehran. Whew, man. Just pop it off. Crazy, man. All right. We'll keep you updated on this. President Trump calls on Iranians to overthrow their government. The hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Do not leave your home. It is dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. Chilling. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. President Trump's message to the Iranian people.
Finally, to the great, proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand.
The hour of freedom is at hand. Now that's a mic drop moment, isn't it? While the usual political class is busy wringing their hands, consulting their pollsters, and issuing strongly worded letters that nobody reads, Trump does what he always does. He goes straight to the jugular. This isn't some nuanced diplomatic dance. This is a direct call to action, a clear signal that America isn't just going to sit back and watch as a tyrannical regime oppresses his own people and destabilizes an entire region. It's a stark contrast to the previous administrations who'd rather send pallets of cash to the mullahs than send a message of genuine support to the Iranian people yearning for their freedom. This isn't just talk. It's a strategic move to undermine the regime from within, empowering those who are already risking everything for a better future. The globalists and the experts will clutch their pearls and cry escalation, but sometimes you have to be decisive. This framing paints Trump as a leader who isn't afraid to speak the truth to power, even if it is controversial. It shows his willingness, by the way, to stand with the oppressed rather than appeasing the oppressors. And that, my friends, is what true leadership looks like.
Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations. For many years, you have asked for America's help, but you never got it. No president was willing to do what I am willing to do tonight. Now you have a president who is giving you what you want. So let's see how you respond. America is backing you with overwhelming strength and devastating force. Now is the time to seize control of your destiny and to unleash the prosperous and glorious future that is close within your reach. This is the moment for action. Do not let it pass. May God bless the brave men and women of America's armed forces. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless you all.
And there you have it, folks. This clip is a masterclass on how you turn news into a high-stakes drama, where every event is history being made and every conflict is total war. But when you strip away the sensationalism, you often find a narrative carefully constructed to push a specific agenda, to make you feel a certain way, and to keep you glued to the screen. It's crucial to remember that not everything is as black as is white, or as urgent as the media wants you to believe. Always question the framing. Always look for the omissions. And always think for yourselves. Don't let them tell you what to think. Let them tell you what happened, and then you decide what it means. If you appreciate this kind of no-nonsense breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our next dive into the media circus. And tell us in the comments, do you think the media is responsibly reporting on these conflicts, or are they just fueling the fire for clicks and views? Let's keep the conversation going.